Learn anything successfully, the four-part strategy. There are no magically talented people. They just became interested in what they wanted to know and then learned how. Here is the four-step process to effective and successful learning. This process is universal and therefore can be applied to anything you wish to learn, whether it is ballet or biology. Choose dance, or whatever it is that you want or need to learn, as your concept to learn. Write it down on a blank page. By writing it down on a blank page, you acknowledge you are starting from scratch. You are taking the first step in the process. Be specific and start small. Writing down exactly what you do not know provides you with a starting point. Teach it to yourself or to someone else. Write down everything you know about it as if you were explaining it to yourself. Alternately, see if you can actually teach it to someone else. This makes it harder to trick yourself. When you have to explain something, whether in writing or aloud, you will notice the holes in your knowledge. Think of writing and teaching as a process to obtain understanding, not something you do once you already understand. It's even harder to trick others. Ask them to repeat what you taught them in their own words. If they cannot do this, your explanation is too complex. Simplify it and use plain language. This part builds confidence. When you truly understand something, it clicks and you can explain it forward and backward, pointing out things that you might not fully understand. It builds confidence and pushes you to tackle even more challenging subjects, knowing you have a solid framework for learning. Return to the source material if you get stuck. Go back to the Ballet Obscura lecture clips or whatever you're learning from and fill in the gaps in your knowledge. Learning easily becomes boring and monotonous. You now have permission to continuously refresh your knowledge. You are actively engaged. Using sources to polish your own explanations is an active process. When we are actively part of creating our own reasoning, drawing from original information to fill our blind spots, we can more readily commit that knowledge to our long-term memory. You expand your knowledge base. The more you learn, the more your capacity to learn increases. Looking through a subject might feel like a different language the first time around. The second time around, it becomes more clear. The third time, with a strong base already, we pick up nuances we could not see before. Simplify your explanations and create analogies. Streamline your explanation, further clarifying the topic until it seems obvious. Think of analogies that feel spontaneous. Simplicity is a proxy for understanding. It is easy enough to commit things to memory and repeat them back when prompted. Memorization is not understanding. When we cannot rely on big words that make us sound smart, then we have to distill what we truly know to the most basic form. This is where true understanding is. Analogies are easier to recall and explain. When you understand a challenging concept, analogies allow you to create a shorthand for recalling it quickly and explaining it to others clearly. Learning material often provides ready-made analogies for us. Pushing ourselves to create our own analogies is even more powerful than regurgitating a borrowed one that we might not actually understand. See if you can use this four-part strategy to successfully learn whatever it is that you want. Learn ballet at home from the ground up by listening and visualizing the steps. This unique method makes you do the work of learning it rather than having it handed to you. Please stay safe and within your physical boundaries at all times. There is no crash course to learning ballet correctly, and patience truly is a virtue. You can help us get the word out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, and share. Need a little help? No worries. We offer one-on-one online consultation and assistance on Zoom. Contact us at balletobscura@gmail.com.